What's up, guys? This is GreenScizor here with another Wi-Fi battle against Lance on FriendCodes.com. We're both testing brand new teams here, so even though he loses, he's a really good battler, and this is his brand new team he's just testing, and he didn't really know how to do. But as you can see, I got a brand new team here with all brand new folks, and you'll see them all. And I got this Druidigon, and this Druidigon's awesome. I claim him to be the MVP of this battle, and you'll see why. My Druidigon, if you've ever seen a Druidigon online, the only one I've seen one into this pure attack, because its attack is so high, but this one, I'm into the defensive wall. It's got rough skin, and I put the rocky helmet on, so whenever something attacks it physically, it gets massive damage just from hurting me. Which is basically what it does. It basically just stall out, like half his team to death with this Druidigon. And whenever he tries to switch out to a special attack, I'm just going to Dragon Tail him out. So as you can see, he's got that Jirachi, and then he's got this Rapushin, which this Rapushin's my biggest threat right now to my Ginger. And I called him Ginger because he's got the red head, Ginger red head. It's all cool. So he's got a hammer arm, that's not going to do a lot. He's going to take about the same, not really the same, but about the same amount of damage from that. I'm going to Dragon Tail the guy out because I don't want him there. So he's going to send out Big Teeny, and I love this Druidigon because I did teach it Sucker Punch through breeding, and Sucker Punch is just awesome because it attacks. It's awesome for psychics and special attackers because it hits first if they're attacking you. Like if they're using an attack move on you, it hits first, and it's 80 power, so it's awesome. So he's going to U-turn out, taking damage from Rough Skin and my Rocky Helmet back into Jirachi, and Jirachi is going to put up a wish here to try to heal one of his Pokemon. I'm just going to keep revenging, hoping that he puts an Iron Head on me so I can get extra damage on him. So I'm going to switch out here and go into my wall, which is my brand new Swoobat. And Swoobat doesn't do much this battle. I basically fodder it, kind of. But he goes for the Iron Head, and he gets his wish on his own guy, which kind of was pointless because he was like minus 50 HP. So I'm going to roost up, and he's going to put up the Trick Room. So all the slower folks are going to be faster now. So I'm going to switch out because my wall is the fastest Pokemon I have right now, so I'm going to put out Druidigon again. And he's going to put up another wish, and this time I think he's going to try to heal another Pokemon. Yeah, he switches out to Teeny. I'm going to use Rest just to heal him because I know he's going to switch out, so I'm going to heal my Druidigon again while he heals up his Victini. And this is a pretty beast Victini because it knows the V-Create, which is a really powerful move. It's 180 attack, but when you use it, you lose your defense, special defense, and speed. So, yeah, and he gets a critical hit with it, which is kind of sucks. But I do get the Rough Skin and the Rocky Helmet damage on him, which is good. And I'm still asleep. It's going to take 3 turns to wake up, I know that. He's going to do another V-Create, and this one I live, which is awesome. I live with 21 HP, and he lowers his speed, defense, and everything again. And takes more damage from the Rocky Helmet and Rough Skin. So I've done over half damage to this Victini without even touching it. All it does is attack me and take damage, which is awesome. So Druidigon's doing great. And I don't know why he switched out because I woke up and I'm just going to rest again to get my health all the way back up. So this Druidigon is not gone yet. It's still a problem for him. You're going to see the Druidigon for most of the battle. So I'm thinking about changing his nickname, so if any of y'all have a better nickname that y'all think he should have, put it in the comments and I'll choose which one is best and I'll name it that. Because I don't think Ginger's pretty clever, but it's not that funny and not that cool. So if y'all have different ideas, then go for it. And I'm gonna wake up and drag a tail the Jirachi out of here before I can put up a wish. And I drag out Reuniclus. And he takes out his Reuniclus and puts Jirachi back in, and I'm gonna Sucker Punch, because I thought he was gonna use like a Psychic or something, but he knows I have Sucker Punch when he switches out. He's going to keep going for Iron Head, and I'm just going to keep doing damage to this Jirachi just from the extra Rough Skin and Rock Helmet. I'm going to Dragon Tail him back out. And he's going to send back in his Victini. And Victini gets some HP from leftovers. I'm going to Sucker Punch because he actually attacks here and takes out a lot. He's going to U-turn, and this is going to kill him, which is great. So I don't have to deal with Victini anymore. Convicting might have been a big problem for my other Pokemon, but it's all good now. So he sent out his Dusclops, which Dusclops is pretty bulky. I'm gonna rest up my Druddigon here just to get the HP at max, so I get to keep him. He's gonna go for the Will-O-Wisp and it fails, which sucks, because that could have worn down my Druddigon pretty good. But instead of going for another Will-O-Wisp, he changes out to his Porygon 2. And this Porygon 2 is going to Ice Beam me. It's going to do a lot. It's going to do over half, I think. Yeah, over half. And it's not a physical attack, so I don't get any damage on it. So I'm going to send him out because I want to keep him. I'm going to send him Mama, which is my new Blissey. And Blissey's awesome. I love Blissey's. I hate going against him, but it's always great to have one on your team. It's the best special ball I could find out there. The second best I would say would have to be Wigglytuff, and, you know, 3 more Lickies are always pretty good, but they don't have the same, like, HP as Wigglytuff and a Blissey would have, so it's not as good. And he's going to set up the Trick Room here after I go for the Seismic Toss, because I know he's going to set up the Trick Room. And now he's going to be faster, and I'm hoping he's going to set up a Wish here, but actually, no, I'm slower, so I'm going to go faster now, and I'm going to Seismic Toss that Jirachi out of here. So there goes his Jirachi, taken out by a Blissey. He's going to bring out his Repulsion, which is the Japanese name for Cockledor, and I like that a lot better than Cockledor. It's just a retarded name. I'm going to send out Wallback, because I know it's times 4 resilient, or it's only a takes fourth of damage, but it does pay that, because my guy's faster, and the Trick Room's up, so that's going to kill him. I basically Death Fire him. And now I'm going to send out Crikey, which is my new Feraligatr, which does carry Dragon Dance and Ice Punch, and is max defense and HP, so it can take hits. For this guy to be really effective, I have to D-Dance a couple times. But I do carry the Dreamworld ability, Dream Sheer Force on him, which powers up attacks that have a secondary effect. Like, if I have Ice Punch has a chance of freezing. It takes the freezing chance away and powers it up by like 33%, which makes it like over 100 damage, which is awesome. Same with Waterfall. It takes away the flinching ability and boosts its physical attack. So he brings in that, and I carry Crunch. And that's going to do a lot. And he misses another Will-O-Wisp, which I'm really sorry, Lance. That sucks. That really sucks. So I'm going to Crunch him out. And that's going to really suck. So he's going to go down, my Cracky's going to get leftovers. Here comes his Porygon. And Porygon's going to get the Sheer Force, which is going to boost his Ice Beam actually, but he's going to go for the Trick Room, just to like make me go second with his Cracky. And he's going to Toxic it, which sucks. That means I can't keep D-Dancing up and stuff, or else I'm going to lose a lot of health. So I'm just going to get as much of this Porygon 2 health down as I can, and like try to predict a recover to get a free switch out. So I predict a recover right here, and I send out Mama, just in case of the Ice Beam. And he actually does go for the Ice Beam here, and it does more damage because he now has Sheer Force because he copied my ability. And he's going to withdraw here because knowing he's not going to be able to do anything to Blissey. I'm going to Toxic, predicting Repulsion, so I can get as much damage on Repulsion as possible, because right now he's my biggest threat. Pretty much the only thing with the sheer raw physical power to take down my Druddigon and my Feraligatr. So I'm going to protect to get extra toxic damage on this thing. I want it to have as much damage as possible. Just start building up the toxic damage. And leftovers, toxic. I'm going to switch out here. After it returns to normal, I'm going to send out my Ginger again. Get hurt by the stones, I'm going to let him get hurt by Ginger, and he's going to take Ginger out. But not after getting the Rough Skin and Rocky Helmet damage, which is going to get rid of basically all he Drain Punched, and then he's going to lose more to Poison. So basically it's just like another Protect. But I Death Water to them, and I'm going to go into my Galvantula, which is a Spec Galvantula with Thunder and Compound Eyes, which is really good. So I go with the Thunder. It's going to do a lot to this Porygon, and I'm going to start shifting the DS here because I had to plug it in because it was red barring. So sorry about the shifting, but as you can see, I took down this Porygon. Now he's going to sound ridiculous. I'm gonna get out of there because I don't want to take like a focused blast or a psychic from Uniclus because I'm locked in on Thunder and it has great special defense. So Rebirth predicts my switch out and he's gonna go for a Trick Room. I switch to my Blissey because I'm pretty sure it's slower. He's gonna switch back out into his Refusion. Not before. I'm gonna try to Toxic again just in case he stays in. Throughout this whole battle, I don't realize that his Uniclus has the Magic Guard or whatever it's called that prevents non-attack damage, like Toxic doesn't affect him, HC doesn't affect him, Burn doesn't affect him, and all that good stuff. So that makes Uniclus a really useful Pokemon against like Whimsicotts and Toxic Chanseys and Toxic Stallers, because they can't Toxic Stall out. So I'm going to switch out after I protect once into Frenzy, just so he can absorb the punch, because he has a really good defense. So he's going to absorb the punch pretty nicely, and he's going to lose health from, he's going to gain health from leftovers, and lose health from poison. Because I'm just trying to poison all this Refusion as fast as I can. He's going to lose some health. I'm going to lose some health. He's going to Fairy Punch again, that's going to take out Feraligatr. Feraligatr didn't really do much, actually. He did kill that Dusclops. I'm pretty sure it was a Dusclops with an Eviolite Stone, which is actually sounds like it'd be really good because Dusclops is really bulky in defense, special defense, so that's a good set for him. And I predict him switching Uniclus here to take a Thunder, but he doesn't switch it out, and I hit the Bug Buzz and it doesn't kill him. He's going to hammer on me to death, which sucks. So good move on his part not switching out. If I had Thunder, that would probably be a game because he can't kill me with his Uniclus. But he's going to go down with Toxic anyway, so it doesn't matter. So poke for the poke. I'm going to send up my Mamba, which is my shiny Minchow, I think it's how you pronounce it. I'm going to just fake out, just to like get as much damage in as possible. I'm going to U-turn, which is going to be super effective. It's going to take out a lot of his health, more than half. And I'm going to switch back out into Blissey, my big special wall, Mama Bear, Mama Bliss. And he's going to Trick Room, which makes Blissey faster, I'm pretty sure. No, his Uniclus is still slower, so it's going to be faster now. So he's going to start Focus Blasting me, which is going to do a lot, because this Blissey is all, like, max defense, and split HP, and special defense. So, yeah. I maxed its defense just so it can take physical attacks better if I have to. Because now it's like defense is like 130 with 700 HP, which is not going to, like, ensure a one-hit KO with, like, a physical attack. So I'm going to get the Wish up, and I do a Toxic, because, like I said, I don't realize it's Wonder Guard or whatever until the end of the battle. So right here, when I notice he's not taking Toxic damage. So my Wish comes through, and I get the leftovers, and this is when I realize he's not taking Toxic damage. So I got to use Seismic Toss to take him out. So I start Seismic Tossing, and this is where Trick Room ends. This is going to be game. This is going to be a good game. Good game, Lance. It was a great battle. And he's a really good battler. You should look him up. I don't think he has a YouTube account. I'll check for you and put it in the link. So